Hey guys, welcome to part 3 of Let's Play Football Manager 2012 Season 2 with Liverpool, and this is going to be an Anfield first game, home game of the season against Burnley, who are parking the bus in midfield, it seems. But we played Burnley, I think we played Burnley last season in the Carling Cup or the FA Cup or something, and we beat them, so... but we're going to try again with a few different players here. We have 2, 3, 4, 5 at the back, which is quite rare, to be honest. Gary Cahill taking up Sammy Hippie's former shares, or Angel Di Maria. I should point out a few other players as well that I forgot to mention, which I have probably mentioned in comments in the past, but never mind. Michael Essien, very quickly, his wages were through the roof. He wanted 90 grand, I think, and considering he was going to be a bit part of the rotation player, that was not. I'm not paying that much for him, and not to mention the 4 million on top of that. So I thought, no, forget that. Not having him. And the other one was Di Maria. Now, if I just show you him very quickly, it's a bit odd now because you may remember when we signed him, he was quite discontented with Real Madrid, but as you can see, he is still at Real and is enjoying playing for the club. So he's happy now, and obviously they don't want to sell him. But yeah, I don't know what happened there. So he's happy, and I can't get rid of him. So, but anyway, we've got Shelby in midfield now. He's back, and he's probably going to be another one to come on this season, and hopefully give us some give us some steel in midfield without Gerrard on the left. Now, the only reason I'm playing Gerrard on the left is because remember how good he did in that position last season. It also gives me a chance to play Ericsson in midfield. I'm going to try and win a few different places, and we also have Kadlec and Adebayor up front. First start for Kadlec and Adebayor, hopefully to build on his 2 goals. I scored against Newcastle, so let's give a passionate fan speech thing again for the fans. I'm happy with the way they worded that one, to be honest, because it was getting a bit annoying every couple of years. It was that same quote was for the fans every time since like 2005, and it was like, okay, I get it. You change up a bit, but well, it'll be interesting to see how the likes of Ericsson and Kadlec and all that, how they adapt. Obviously, I'm not expecting to have an immediate impact, but expecting Shelby to do something here because he's quite good. Oh, yes, it is an immediate impact from John Joe Shelby. First ever goal for Liverpool. I think that it will be the case, to be honest. But instant impact from Shelby, getting the goal there against Burnley. And well, maybe I should have implemented him in the team last season. But what a good start that is. And well, I was right on cue there, Mr. Shelby. Great start to see. Builds it up there. Good passing by Ericsson, who lines them up really. Takes one touch and hammers it into the bottom left corner for 6 minutes. A 6-minute goal. And we have the lead against Burnley. So I think this one was, hopefully, I'm not going to say it was a bit of a given, but we really should be winning this game. If we didn't, I think we probably would have gone backwards, to be honest, in terms of season. But as you can see, we're just dominating them at the moment. And Adebayor's hit the post, but he's offside anyway. Doesn't matter in the end, but yeah, I think this is what we're going to see. To be honest, it is mostly going to be this, hopefully. This is what it looked like when we played Norwich and Swansea in real life, but we really sort of fell apart. But then again, my teams hopefully don't really fall apart in the second half again at home. I don't know what it is. I've never really known Liverpool to have a poor home form because we're always been good at home and not necessarily the greatest away. But at the moment in real life, it's the other way around. We can't play at home, but we're getting results away. Stamford Bridge, for example, the Emirates, and so on. That's a good ball up for Kadlec, who nearly got I don't think it's not a debut goal, is it? But he's got some good shots away. I think he's only 20 or something now. Word on Kadlec and all that. I don't often go for players who you see very commonly in Football Manager. When it's like you go on FM Base or any website that'll tell you about one of the kids and all that, and like you see them in pretty much everyone's team. I mean, last season, it was Babacar and Neymar and all that. This season, not so much. Certainly, Neymar's obviously got a lot better since then, and his price tag has inflated. But there are some players, and Kadlec and Ericsson were 2 back then, and they still are now. I don't often go for players like that because, as I say, it's not the most original. But I guess it's worth it this time. And there is Ericsson with the shot, but I suppose it's worth it this time. There really wasn't. I didn't really have much else open to me. In terms of options, wasn't the greatest transfer market. Got good stuff from Kadlec there. Good easy, good turn, and not to mention we've got Suarez and Carroll on the bench as well. Absolutely ridiculous. And they cost 50 million together. And Jay Rodriguez is on a yellow card, so he's gonna have to watch himself there. He might get sent off here. Not here, obviously, but later in the game. Say Jose Enrique's got a good cross on around Adebayor. How on earth did that not go in? The keeper was on the other side of the goal, but it still didn't go in. I think you can see the way this match is going to end up going, to be honest. Not going to jinx it yet, but as you can see there, Burnley only had two shots, neither on target. We are just pretty much dominating everything at the moment. Two new boys, Cahill and Ericsson, linking there, but as I say, I'm expecting Cahill to be okay in the Premier League, but obviously going to give Kadlec and Ericsson a bit of time. There's Shelby. Oh, Shelby could have added double there. Could have added two. He's like a new player in himself, John Joe Shelby, because I barely used him, and I think he's injured. Oh dear me! Can you believe that? I guess it'll have to be Jordan Henderson. Come on. I'm just like a deep line playmaker. I don't really like Henderson getting forward. He's not the greatest at it. So I don't think that confirmed yet. That's really disappointing. Hopefully, he won't be out for too long because I do want to feature him in my plans. As I say, he is like a new signing. That's why I thought. I was looking at it before and I thought, do I really need a new midfielder? Adebayor's got to be offside, and again he is. I was looking at it, I think, do I need another midfielder? And then I brought Shelby in. And Joe Cole in, and I thought, nah, not really. Maybe one more, but I don't know. Still debating. And Henderson completely robbed there by Stanislas. Oh, come on. I was going to say, you can't be robbed that easily. There you go, get it back nice and easy. And, Adebayo, he's got to score this time. I thought he was going to turn it on then, but Grant, he's a decent keeper. He seems to do well. He always seems to do well against me. He had a great game again for me when I was Southampton one time. Remember that? He just kept out everything we had to throw at them, and just kept it out. But as I say, I will be showing that Southampton team. I think I said in the last video, I will be showing you that Southampton team. Not sure how I'm going to do it. Obviously, whether I'm going to talk you through season 2 and a bit of season 3, because I'm halfway through season 3 now, but the problem is it doesn't really keep much memory of season 2. Like I can't click on the matches and all that. Now you can see the results and all that, but you can't see like any of the highlights or anything because it forgets them quite quickly, which is it's quite annoying. But anyway, back to the game here. Looks like it's be hard time. Jay Rodriguez with a bad miss, probably should have scored. Could have come in level there, but no. Shelby with the only goal of the game so far. I'm just going to say, don't get complacent. As I don't understand, actually, I'm going to say pressure's off. That didn't do anything. I'm also going to say pressure off to Adebayor. Nothing again. Never mind. I don't understand how telling you not to get complacent against a team like Burnley would stress you. I don't see the logic in that. You know what I mean? That's a bit weird. See, that's all talent up for them now. Every shot we seem to be having at the moment is just straight down the throat of Grant. He hasn't really been diving for many of them. But I tell you what, we are susceptible to this Burnley counter attack. I think they're gonna launch one counter attack near the end. If we're still 1-0, they're gonna launch a counter attack, and it's gonna be they'll score. I can just say it now. I have to make another sub in a bit. If we haven't got a next goal, I might bring Kadlec off or Kaut or someone. I don't know. I might bring Suarez on. Carroll's still injured, by the way, in case you didn't know. He got injured a couple of days before the start of the season. There goes Ericsson. Look at this. He slipped in Adebayor, makes it 2-0. And good link-up play there between the two new boys. And Ericsson, I think that's his first assist. And Adebayor has his third goal of the season. And a lot of people saying very good signing of Adebayor. As I say, I've talked about before, his wages are a bit silly, but who cares? You can sacrifice that for the transfer fee you paid. So I think that should be the game, really. But Burnley haven't offered much. I was going to say Blackburn there to stop myself. I don't want to sound like an idiot. Burnley haven't really offered much in this one. So I do expect us to go on now and maybe get a third. Adebayor. Oh, he's in again here, Adebayor. Oh, and he's hit the post again. But Ericsson, I think that's his first goal for Liverpool. Ericsson arriving on the scene. He's had a very good game, Christian Eriksen. And, I wonder if he could be the sort of Eden Hazard of this team. I remember how, very consistent sort of playmaker type midfielder. What on earth was that? An extraordinary goal, really. It was a terrible clearance on the Burnley player, and Ericsson just arrives and a bullet header into an open goal. I think we'll take Gerrard off just because he hasn't had a brilliant game. I know Joe Cole can't play there, but whatever, I don't care. He should be able to play there. Um, but yeah, anyway, I'll take Gerrard off because he's 70%, and to be honest, I might as well save him in case he gets sent off or injured or something. But anyway, that should be the game now. So that's 6 goals in 2 games with the possibility of more. And yeah, so who's next? Is it Wigan? I think or is that the reserves? I don't know. The game has frozen. There you go. Joe Cole, anyway, as I say, he's back. Ericsson on set piece. Oh, and Adebayor. Oh, good save again from Lee Grant. He's gonna if Burnley gonna stay up in this game, he's gonna have a big role. Be surprised if he didn't had was it I don't know, I was gonna say a contender for the Golden Glove, but that clearly is not going to be the case. But man of the matches, I think it'd be one of the top players for man of the matches because that is if Burnley are going to stay up because some of these goalkeepers on this are absolutely ridiculous. Oh, look at this from Cadlech here. Good play, good play. Not that's a reserve game. Just wondering. No, good play from Cadlech. He's got a few stands. I'm going to keep him on the whole 90. See how he does. Let's see. It's easy dispossession Burnley now. Was an interesting ball from Ericsson. But 3-0. Not too bothered by these mistakes now. To be honest, can let them off. I think I'm going to make one more substitution. I will take Cout off. He's been, again, not the greatest on that side. And I'll put Bellamy on for the last few minutes. I know he's on 79%. I think he played in the reserve game, but I'm not too bothered by that. 15 minutes, not going to kill him, is it? But I hate these elongated highlights where it's like nothing happens. It's just the team passing midfield, and it's so awkward when you're trying to commentate over it. It's like there's nothing to talk about, and I've got nothing else to talk about. Let's say here we go. Long throw-ins I find to be rubbish on this game. They never ever get. Oh, look at that. They never get any height and distance on them. They either get a little bit of distance or a little bit of height. It's either one of the two. They're not very good. I've got Kyle Norton for Southampton, and he does them all the time. He's rubbish with them. I've scored one, so that was a good win. And Christian Eriksen, very good indeed. Very happy. Very good performance from him. So we go top now ahead of Man United. Wigan are in third by purely, I think, the 1 goal scored. We've scored more than one. I can't speak today. We've scored the extra goal ahead of Man United, so that takes us top. Then so Shelby's off for 3 or 4 weeks. Got a few midfielders getting injured at the moment. I'm not going to do the post-match conference. I'm not going to do them anymore because they're rubbish and the same thing over and over again. So yeah, there's top. So Burnley played 2, lost 2, all the very difficult games against Chelsea and Liverpool. Let's have a look at their fixtures. I wonder if they've got like the bullshit bunch of fixtures. Well, they got, oh, good God, look at this for a start. Chelsea, Liverpool, City, Tottenham. That is about as hard as it gets. They haven't even got Arsenal or United. That's even worse. Yeah, as you can see, there are quite a few. I might throw Tony in the reserves then since he's getting on a bit now. But yeah, this is kind of annoying now, actually. Got Shelby, Adam, Maxi, and Aurelio injured. Anyway, that's going to do it from me for this episode. Join me again. I think there's not an international break. Okay, we're on the Monday. Okay, so join me for the next game then as we go to Loftus Road to take on QPR. Thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye for now.